are going live, and wow. Welcome to the lounge, everyone. Look who's here. We have cool people. Look at this. Daniel Hager, go girls, go. From Germany. Yeah, baby.
Woo.
Oh, guten
Well, first of
Tag.
all, this is going to be an amazing stream in the Podcasters Lounge. And I just want to remind everyone real quick that obviously the Podcasters Lounge, we have the Facebook group. So if you're not part of the Facebook group, definitely join. Just don't spam, don't promote your own stuff, or else you get banned. So just keep that in mind. And of course, all this is brought to you by Podcast Engineering School. So, but join the lounge, and we do these streams all the time. And on this stream, we're going to have a lot of fun because it is the females taking over. And see, Heather in New Zealand. Hi, Heather.
Heather!
Hey, Heather.
I adore Heather. Love her.
What's up, Liberty? Liberty's here. We missed you on Monday, Liberty. See, hello, ladies. Look, you're getting love from New Zealand.
Thank you.
This is great. So
we are so excited to be here.
yeah, ladies' night. So Carrie Caulfield, Eric, you are I was going to say, I wanted another name for guru, but something that. But then I was thinking of, isn't there a woman? Oh, never. I'm not even going to bring it up. Oh, wait, I can't do that here. But your website is yayapodcasting.com.
Yes.
And you do podcast production, and you're also doing a bunch of other stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, and I do coaching, and I train podcast editors, and I train marketers on how to do podcasting and all that good stuff. So I'm a pod mom, right?
Pod mom. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Is a URL taken?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I probably should. So
it will be now.
Right.
Yeah. Or if that's taken, I'll be a fairy godmother. I'm not a fairy, a fairy pod mother.
Nice.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah, that is cool. All right. So also Emily Prokop, you are here, present. And what's your website again, Emily?
I am epodcastproductions.com. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just going to show your website. And this is going to be awesome. So, yeah, by the way, I just want to say, everyone, finally, you're going to get a real live stream with some actual quality content from quality people instead of just the ridiculousness that this normally is. But if we go to Emily's site, this is it, ePodcast Productions. And of course, you were on my show. Of course, Carrie, you were also on my show. And hold on a second. Emily's amazing. Hashtag Emily's amazing. Wow, you have your own hashtag.
Oh.
I know. I totally agree with that, by the way.
Wow.
I wish I could have Emily live with me.
Oh my God. I would love
and
that.
Brittany. But
And Brittany Felix is also here. Hi, Brittany.
Hello.
You are the only one here who has yet to be on my show, but I would love if you were on my show at some point.
I would love that as well.
I'll ping you because I need to start interviewing some more guests. We get quality and most importantly, no beards. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the heavy hitters are here.
I think I can go like that, maybe.
And Brittany, what's your site?
Podcasting for coaches.
Oh yeah. See, this is stuff I probably should have done before we started, but you know what? It's okay. This is the lounge. Look, I walk into the lounge just like everyone else. I walk in and go, what's going on, man? Hey.
That's fine. We fix it in post. That's fine.
right?
Yeah.
All right, podcasting for coaches. Yes, Colorado Springs. That's Garden of the Gods.
Yep.
So we're both in college. Isn't it? Do you guys have this with your clients and stuff? Like the host and the guest will be in the same town, but they're both at home virtually. That happens a lot, right? Not a lot, but a little.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen yet, actually.
I have
really?
podcasting friends that I've seen who live farther away than the ones who live in the Northeast with me. And it's like a 2 or 3 hour drive to get to them. And I'm like, nah, too far. But, you're going to PodFest? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, same, Chris. I've lived here for 4 years, and you and I have never met up here. But I mean, I've run into you at conferences in other states.
Yeah.
Yes, we met Podcast Movement last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. All right. So the ladies have, you know what I wanted to do? This is what.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh my!
That's
my
just what
thing
every
had-
woman loves. Their
Oh
face
yeah,
being-
like does my head even like fit in that little narrow space? I don't know.
By
You
the
know
way,
when
by
you
the way,
pick up the phone with the camera and
Yep,
it's
front
front facing, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Emily has the line of the day so far. As soon as I left the screen, she goes, "Oh yeah, that's better." Or, I don't know what I forget what you said, but that was the gist of it.
Oh no, no,
but
I
it-
adore you, Chris.
Oh, come on. I loved it. It was great. So welcome everyone who's here. If you're new here, definitely say hello in the chat. And also if you're new, or even if you're not new, everyone tell us what your name of your show is in the chat. Quick, everyone spam the chat. Spam.
Let us
We
know.
need a countdown timer.
Oh,
do
they have that?
do.
Okay. So this is the ladies take over. And I just want to say that I'm happy to be here. And Barry, are you excited? See what we pull out for the ladies. Oh, that didn't sound right. Barry,
Yeah.
Barry, get on your mic, man. Can you believe we got these three ladies in the lounge tonight?
Oh, forget it.
I'm telling you. I know. And Barry, how would you describe a normal lounge when it's just like a bunch of idiot guys? Like if you were to describe the normal lounge, how would you describe it?
There's no activity, no giggle, no nothing.
Wow, man.
We are going to
Little
bring the
harsh.
giggle. Let me tell you, there is all giggling all the time now.
Yep.
At least
All
tonight.
So all right. The big news. Oh, Jason Curtis is here. What's up, Jason? Oh,
Well,
wait,
he's a-
frugalpreneur. Building a business on a bootstrap budget. Ooh.
I like that.
I love the alliteration.
Yes.
Love it.
Bubba. You should add comma Bubba.
Bubba.
Bubba, that was my nickname growing up. Did you? No one know. Actually,
Yeah.
no one knows that because I've never said that out loud in the past like 25 years.
How does one get the nickname Bubba? I've always wondered this. Like, oh, his nickname's
Well,
Bubba. Like, where? How?
There's a story.
Oh, of course. Okay, tell me.
I have an older brother. He's a year and a half older than me. And when I was born, they said, "This is your brother." And so he tried to say brother, and he said Bubba.
Oh, that's
I
cute.
know another younger brother named Bubba, and I wonder if that's the reason. Huh.
Maybe.
Okay. I like it.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Brian Ensminger's here.
Brian.
PodcastEditorsMastermind.com.
That's right. And that'll be tomorrow, live streaming from our Facebook group, Podcast Editors Mastermind. And we're going to be talking about a certain podcast editor who wrote a certain article in Medium about accountability as a service. Just a little plug there. Totally shameless.
Oh, that was you, Carrie?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't write the article. It was Tanner Campbell.
Oh,
But yeah, it's an
Tanner.
interesting article. Definitely
Where is
worth
Tanner?
reading. I don't know.
do people challenge Tanner like Tanner challenged me a couple years ago?
Did he? Did he really?
Oof.
Okay.
Hey now.
All right. All
You know
Hey
right.
what's funny
now.
about Tanner is I kept a very like an arm's length distance from conversing with Tanner for a long time because I'm like, he is so intense. And then the more I read him, I'm like, he's right. He's right about all this stuff, but I'm still so intimidated by him for some reason. I'm like, I don't want him to be like, yeah, that's right, Emily.
In your face.
Even if he agrees with me, I feel like he's going to yell at me.
Suck it, Emily.
All right. New line of the day right there. Wow. That's great.
So no, but he is actually trying to get him on the show is a little hard because he is very like, I don't know, like very shy, and he had a lot of questions, and I'm like, well, we just want to talk. Like, we didn't put a lot of thought into all these things. Like, we will obviously, but if you saw how the back end of the show is created, you would laugh. It's
Wait, what show is
mostly-
it?
It's Podcast Editors Mastermind. How do you not know this, Chris?
I mean, I know that. I'm doing like 17 things here, and I'm even doing some product placement. Yeah, baby.
Want some product? Yeah, we got product placement. There we
Oh,
go.
yeah, baby.
I have somebody else's product placement.
I also have like the better podcasting mug holding my pencils all the time.
Nice. Facebook user, please click in the post. Let Facebook use your name and your picture, please.
Otherwise,
can.
we're gonna have to call you by your initials.
Yeah, but see, you know
Jody
what someone
Smith,
said?
you know I don't edit, Emily.
Someone said, Chris, you could open Facebook in another tab and just see who commented, and you don't have to ask them on the air to do all that. And I'm like, well, no, but everybody wants to see. It's not just me.
Right.
Right?
And it's hard. It's hard to multitask. So it's hard.
Yeah.
Like I could sit there and read the comments, but I don't know that I could talk to you at the same time. Like this is
I mean,
this is a new skill set.
multitasking is f***ing hard. You know what I'm saying?
I love you got the K sound in there. That's such good self-editing. I love it. So good. Beep King.
I didn't get a good F in there. I didn't do it very f***ing well. All right, forget it.
Oh my God. That is a skill. That's a resume skill right there.
So that's really something you have to like pre-do and then make it a preset.
Yes, yeah.
So you can just mouth it and it comes out perfectly and nobody knows any that, that
And
would be my
Barry,
secret.
did you like that though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. He liked it. I was talking to Mike Wilkerson earlier. All right, I have a question for you ladies, and I really want after this, I'm gonna just cede my power to you guys to just take over. But I was talking to Mike Wilkerson earlier, and he asked me, "Is Barry going to be in the lounge?" I'm like, "Well, no, Barry's usually not in the lounge, but just for Mike Wilkerson, I brought Barry." And by the way, earlier, Mike Wilkerson texted me a question through the Facebook Messenger. How often do you guys? Yeah, baby.
We knew we'd hear
She called it. Yeah,
We knew
she
it.
absolutely called it.
I know, but except for they're unhappy and I don't like that.
Can we get some lavalier mics on those kids?
Yeah. They want their own show, right? I'm gonna mute myself for a second. But go ahead.
So Mike Wilkerson, he sends me a little Facebook Messenger. He just asked me a question. And I just felt like, you know what? Instead of typing and all that, I'm like, I'm just going to call the guy on Facebook Messenger. And then he answered because obviously he's available. And I mean, he was available in that moment. And I'm like, how often do you guys do that? Like literally just get a message from someone and then just immediately try calling them. Do you ever do that?
No.
I
No.
hate Facebook calling.
No, yeah. I
Like-
don't call, but I constantly use like the voice messenger in like Instagram DMs. So I'm constantly like, people will reach out to me and ask me a question in that. And rather than typing something back, I'll just do a little voice memo for them.
In Instagram.
Oh yeah, I
In the
do
DMs,
that.
yeah.
I do
I
that all
didn't
the
even
time.
know there was a messenger in there.
You just hit record. On
Jim
that.
Collison's here.
There's a
What's up,
little
Jim?
arrow. That arrow on the far right on Instagram, that's your direct messages.
I don't know if
Alright,
we should
I'll-
tell him this. He's going to be catching up on messages all day now. The rest of the show. Like,
Yeah, maybe
oh, look at that.
I have all these messages I haven't read. Maybe who knows?
You might actually. 'cause-
Hey, Ro. Hey,
It'll
Jim.
be
Hey,
mostly
everybody.
spam.
Wow, so happy you're all here. All right, so now.
Oh, how? Yeah, that's
Should I mute
actually
myself?
very unsettling. I was uncomfortable.
All right, well let's bring up the elephant in the room. Yes, it is Barry with an A, Jim Collison. What's up, brother? And by the way, are you ladies? Well, you know what? We won't let the cat out of the bag yet of how long you're going to stay on here because we normally stream for 2 hours, but you're not expected to stay at all. I mean, you could leave in 15
Yeah, I
seconds.
could just like leave right now.
No, nobody told me that was an option, Chris.
Just leave,
Yeah.
like, bye, Felicia.
I didn't
could
even
be
know
like-
the end time. I just assumed like until they got sick of us.
I mean,
I mean-
if any of you said right now, I can't believe I showed up for this rubbish and then just closed your browser, I wouldn't begrudge you.
I'd make sure to keep the mic on so you could hear all those comments.
I'll just walk away. That's what my son does. So the school's online, right? He'll just get up and walk away.
I did that in a client call with a client. No, actually didn't walk away, but like the client call was still going on and I was recording it to give to her. And then I just kept the recording going and I'm just like, oh, well, that was a session. I realized I was like, oh yeah, I have to send her this recording. I have to go in and I have to edit this and then render it to take that out. Cause I'm like, it's not you, it's me. Like,
Yep.
Wasn't you.
Oh, that's
so
why.
funny. I've had it where after I get off a call, I go tell my husband, he's like, how was it? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to work with her. I'm going to price it way high so that she won't hire me. And I'm like, crap, please tell me I shut my microphone off. Like, luckily I have every time so far, but it's bound to happen eventually.
See, I don't send him the videos unless it's a coaching thing. So for consults, I just like, but I just throw it into the like transcript maker and get the deets from that because who knows what I say.
Well, there's always like the recording of a coaching call when you're working with a podcaster and they haven't showed up yet. So you're sitting there and it'll automatically record. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I'm afraid to pause it because I've done it where I don't remember to unpause it. But, So here's Justbusters.
I just wanted to show your group on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't tell anybody. So we've been saying Justbusters, and that was in the promo. But probably people are like, "What the heck is that? What does that mean?"
Well, it says right there. I could barely read it. I could make it bigger, but it says, "Women editors rock. No mansplaining allowed." And it started from being the only 4 women in a room packed with podcast editors. It became a movement to empower and advocate for women in audio and started an industry-wide conversation about how we own our authority and expertise. That deserves a little mini grunt.
Oh, thank you. Because I spent
very good
hours on that paragraph. I mean, that was...
Carrie is very intentional about branding. It's wonderful to watch. I love just being in her presence when she's doing her branding thing and then like looking at the finished product and being like, oh, that must have taken her so long. It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, anything writing takes me so long except for I got Grammarly. Okay.
Grammarly. I
plunked down the money for Grammarly. And I am in love. Really? I am such a wordy person. I'm always worried about, is this clear? Am I, is there a better way to say this? Grammarly is like, all right, girl, you use too many words. So here's all the stuff you need to cut out. And then it'll tell me what the tone is that I'm using. Is it like totally neutral? Is it like high five? Is it?
I always get the nerdy one with the glasses when I get really technical.
Yeah. Is it informative? Is it? I mean, it just has all these different is it formal? It's got a little tie, like a shirt with a tie for formal. Is it friendly? So all these different tones, and you don't realize your writing style until somebody actually tells you, and people don't say anything, but. So I've had way more engagement since I've been using Grammarly on all my marketing and promo stuff than before. And that's because I think I'm just, I guess, building this new awareness and spelling things correctly.
That's always a good bonus.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just so useful. And then it tells you, when you pay for it, it tells you what, all this other stuff, how to correct things. It gives you ideas for other ways to structure a sentence. It yells at me about putting a preposition at the end of a sentence, which terrible.
That's not a real rule.
Yeah.
I was about to swear there because I'm like, come on.
And some people.
Oh, sorry.
Not a real rule.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me that beep again. Beep that. Come on.
We'll just let it roll. She's going on a tear.
I love it. I love it.
Just every so often give me a break so I can get a Diet Coke in there and then
Wow. Wow, this is
Yeah, she's real passionate about that.
Guys, you
knew
can have
grammar was such
prepositions
a
at
hot
the end
button
of
issue?
sentences. It's okay. It's 2020. Nothing like that. Come on.
Right. And then it doesn't like you to use numbers. It wants you to write out the numbers. And I'm like, no, just no. No, I don't think so.
Grammarly. So does Grammarly accept audio or just text? You have to paste in
No,
text.
it's text.
Okay.
So it actually has a Chrome extension.
Mhm.
So you can use it on Facebook and all the like on the website.
Yeah, basically any website. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
got a Word, although I can't get it to work. It doesn't think my Microsoft Office is actually Microsoft Office, but it is because I pay anyway. That though I can't get that to work with Microsoft Office, but you can do it like there's a little app, so you can just type right in the app on your computer. There's
They
a
started
keyboard.
to coordinate with Google Docs too.
Yes. Although I don't
Oh,
like
cool.
it, it's not as flushed
No,
out.
I don't either. Yeah. I like it in Gmail. I love it in Gmail.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
I used it
favorite.
in Gmail.
That's really helpful. And then there's a keyboard you can get for your phone. So that's nice too.
This would have helped me. I actually had an opportunity to write a column for a magazine like 6 months ago. And I did it for 1 month. And it like the writing was so painful for me. Like it was literally torture. I'd be like, I'd write a sentence and then I'd be like, oh, I got to change that. I don't know. And then, so I told the guy, I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it really, because writing is not my like. I'm good at it, but it takes me forever. Like I think I'm good at it, but it takes me forever, and it's a painful process for me. And so somebody had mentioned it not too long ago, and I was like, oh, I'll try it. And I was like, oh, I'll try the Chrome extension, and then I was like, oh my gosh! Not only was I writing better, I was writing so much faster. So, yeah. It would have. I'm sure it would have because it's like magic. It's So anyway, I love Grammarly. Okay, I just love Grammarly.
I hear you. And
I'm
now,
very passionate about it.
because you almost brought it up earlier, we're going to get to, we need to hear the ladies' view on the big story.
Joe Rogan. Okay, so here's what I don't understand about this and wasn't clear to me. When they say he's exclusive with Spotify, does that mean he's not going to be on any other podcast app?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. And he's going off of YouTube as far as full episodes go. He's going to post like clips and snippets, but his full episodes are coming off of YouTube. But I think it's not until like the end of this year, though, right?
Yeah, it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I have thoughts.
Let her rip.
Okay, on two levels. We're on two different sides. So I have thoughts about Spotify, and I have thoughts about Joe Rogan. Now, if I were Joe Rogan, yeah, I'd take the deal. No doubt, you would have paid me $100 million or whatever to do a podcast. Yeah, sure.
And keep all his sponsors.
Right. It's a really sweet deal. And it looks like they're like bonuses for like metrics and, certain metrics, whatever. And I was thinking Joe Rogan's been doing his podcast for so long that all he needs to do is one more year and then he can go do something else. Because, if I wanted an out, who is he going to podcast forever? I mean, is Joe Rogan going to be like 80 years old and still doing the Joe Rogan experience? I don't
know. He does love the sound of his own voice.
Well, he does. But how many? I mean, would you want to do the same podcast for I would get bored personally. Yeah. I mean, there's only so many conversations you can have on the same subjects. So he could step away very easily and then pivot to something else.
And I mean, that's always been Joe's thing. Like he has done a little bit of everything over the years. I mean, he started off as like an actor or something. So, and he's done TV hosting, UFC announcer. Like he's had his hand in all of these different media things. So, I mean, the foray into podcasting and now turning it into more of this kind of like multimedia thing with video and YouTube that he did that doesn't surprise me one bit at all that that's where he's gone and that he's chasing it more from, what's my next project going to be as opposed to like,
right.
I'm a podcaster and I love podcasting. So.
Right. So that's Joe's side. I mean, that's how I see it. And I don't know if he gave his staff a raise, but you know, probably not that much. But if they're not doing YouTube, that's the thing. If they're not having to post it on YouTube, that's a lot less work, or somebody lost their job. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to look at the back end of YouTube, but that makes me want to commit suicide.
No.
I hate it so much.
Real quick, let me butt in here. Steve Bianchi and John Christopher, please, in the Facebook post, please give StreamYard permission to show your name and your picture.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to have to call you FU for Facebook user.
Yes. And that's
what comes up on our end, not.
And that's not going to be fun for anybody, okay?
You know, I don't remember this much cussing on any other lounge.
I know. You know what? I was thinking earlier. I'm just like, oh, is this a clean show? Do I have to work clean? Because I'm in a snappy mood today. I don't know if I can work clean tonight.
Yeah.
I definitely had to like put on my little personal sensor before hopping on this call.
Really? Okay. Well, thank you for keeping it, family friendly. And but Emily, what are you drinking? Actually,
tea.
Oh.
Green tea.
Well, tea? You mean tea? Yeah? No.
What is that?
That isn't that a French thing? When they're just kidding, they'll go like that.
Oh.
I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you touching your face?
Come on, Chris, we're not supposed to touch our faces.
Like, yeah, it's tea. I'm gonna touch my face like we're not supposed to do. What does that mean?
Wow. Can anyone in the chat back me up with that?
I'm like, is that a wink? Is that when you don't feel like doing a wink, you just do it with your finger?
I'm like, can you not? Because I can't wink. So
I've been to France a couple of times and I've never seen anyone do that. So
okay. So
you just completely made it up, Chris.
Maybe it's just me.
I like it. I'm gonna do it now,
Facebook
now when
user.
I see Chris,
hold on. Facebook user. Look at the screen. This is the post. This is the text in the post right here. And at the end of the text, there's a link, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Click that link, give permission, and we will stop calling you FU.
Yeah.
Basically. Thank you. So, all right, back to Joe Rogan. You were saying that the back end of YouTube gives you hives or something?
Oh, it's horrible. First of all, okay. So Google has just caught on to this whole thing called user experience in the past 5 years, I'd say. Right? Before that, you needed to be a developer to understand anything with Google. They've gotten a lot better. However, YouTube is still crazy. It's just, I give up. I try to post a video and I just half the time I just give up. Because I'm like, how do I get to my channel and where do I upload? It's so crazy. And then I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know what they're doing. It's not like uploading a podcast at all. And it could be. It could be.
Well, and I mean, Joe Rogan has been very vocal about his not love-hate, just pure hate relationship with YouTube for a while now. So any chance that he has to be done with YouTube and trying to use that as a revenue stream does not surprise me one bit that he's going to take that way out, because he is fed up with them. And I don't necessarily blame him. YouTube doesn't really care about the content creators. So from that standpoint of everything, I can't fault him at all for taking this deal.
No. And then YouTube keeps getting sued too. So that's the other problem, is that so they keep having to change stuff because of the being sued thing. And I think Spotify's smart, quite frankly, because the timing of this deal is really good, because wasn't it last week that Apple announced it was going to create its own podcasting content? And Spotify's Spotify's its own real contender right now. So.
In my mind, Spotify already won. It's just a matter of time.
Absolutely. It's just but so for Spotify, it's smart. However, Spotify is counting on Joe Rogan bringing over a large percentage of his audience, right? And converting that audience into regular users of the platform, not just for podcasts, but for music, and hopefully paid subscribers. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen because people like their platform that they engage with content on. People don't like to change their habits, and unless they are diehard Joe Rogan fans,
Thank you, Steve.
they're not gonna.
See, and I think Rogan's audience, most of them are diehard Rogan fans. Like, they will die on any hill that he wants to put them on because, like, he is so out there. So that, like, if they listen to his show, they are generally like all in, buy into everything he says. So I actually do think that he's going to get a lot of people to go over to Spotify.
I don't think he'll get the entire audience, though.
No, definitely not.
I have a thought.
Okay.
Because he apparently, part of this whole deal is that there's going to be video in Spotify.
Yes.
Yeah. That was interesting.
That's the other big thing that everyone just kind of like glossed over.
Also, maybe they're using him to sort of kick off the video in Spotify.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
That's true, but they're not going to replace YouTube ever because they don't have the infrastructure of Google behind them, right? So
I'll never say never, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that right now they don't. And it would be very hard. It took Google a long time. It would take them a long time. And they don't have server farms like Google does. Like nobody, like I can't go into Spotify and search something and then get a video result that's just the segment of the thing I'm looking for and then watch that and then be on my way.
You're right. Do you remember how show notes used to look in Spotify when that first came out? Like that was just so ugly. And yeah, you're right. I don't think they have the back end infrastructure for that. Just,
no, when I found out they were going to start adding video into it, I was like, well, this is going to be real interesting for a while because it's probably going to be a mess in the beginning.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
See, Mark Johansson makes a good point here. He doesn't use apps, so he doesn't know how this is going to affect his occasional Rogan consumption. That's a good point because even, well, I was going to bring up John Buchanan, but he went off on Facebook.
Oh,
he's like, F Spotify, F you. He's like,
okay.
Spotify.
So,
Emily, do you want to do the redraw?
And that's the thing with John's been holding a grudge against Spotify for a while. Ever since Amy Schumer took her second season of her podcast exclusive, he's held a grudge since then. Like I'm his co-host, so I feel like John, if you're listening or watching, like, come on, you're holding a grudge. It's a little much. I'm telling you this because I love you.
But it is funny. And
it is funny. He's funny when he's mad.
And we're talking about it. And John Buchanan is a graduate of podcast engineering school.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! You too could be a graduate of podcast engineering. Can you tell us how we could make that happen?
I used the line, I think it was Dumb and Dumber, where he said something. And he's like, I forget what he said, but he's like, he said something. And then he goes, so I got that going for me. Like, you know, I'm a graduate of podcast engineering school, so I got that going for me.
Have you given people badges yet to put on their website?
No, well,
I feel like he would do that. He would put that badge of just like, yeah, I feel like he would do that.
A lot of people would.
I wanted to make certification a thing.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that.
Yeah, but I never did because with any school, any course, you're going to have some people that actually do it and do it well. You're going to have other people who disappear.
Yeah.
And so then I would have to come up with a test to test them. And if they pass the test, then they get certified. But then I'm like, well, that's where I stopped thinking about it. Cause I'm like, I mean, why? I mean, I know why, but why?
Yeah. I think a badge would be okay. Like
bumper sticker. You need, I'm an honorary student at the podcast engineering school or
I'm a graduate or I'm an honor roll.
Honor roll too. That's what it is.
No, even better. If it's a bumper sticker, it should say something like, hey, are you listening to a terrible sounding podcast? Come talk to me. I can make it sound better.
Yeah, it was Caddyshack when Bill Murray said he met the Dalai Lama, and then he said, yeah, the Dalai Lama told me at the moment of death, I'm going to have complete clarity, or whatever he said. And he's like, so I got that going for me. Ben Downs, what's up, man? Chris and the girls.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Wilkerson, Two Guys Talking Podcast Network.
Chris and the
Oh.
Girls. I don't know why
Fine.
that sounds like a theme song now. Like Chris and the Girls.
It's a new sitcom show.
I know. I feel like
Right.
we could be a little bit Charlie's Angels right now.
I know,
like,
right?
What's up, Chris?
I literally just watched that movie last night.
Wait, should I do this?
Yeah.
Now give us our instructions, Chris. All right.
Hello, angels. Can I pitch shift my voice down? My voice-
It'd be more fun if it was like a Darth Vader voice, though.
Yeah.
I don't have Darth Vader.
No, and that would be copyright infringement, and I would not recommend you. Disney will sue you. I know people who have been sued by Disney, so don't go. Don't go for giving stuff away for free. So don't go there. Like, stay away from Disney, everybody.
Merch. That's right. We need merch for the lounge.
We
What
need a
mics
mug.
are everywhere? And
Oh.
mugs. Yes.
We need mugs.
Well, I'm on a Rode NT1.
I'm on an ATR 2100.
And by the way, Carrie, we can literally see, I mean,
I know.
into
I-
the guts of that microphone through the XLR port. You guys see that?
Right
Wow.
there.
That was a sexy
No, it's
XLR
fine.
port there, Carrie. Just showing
Like
it.
X-rated
I'm gonna-
equipment here.
Oh, don't.
We'll censor it. Like our beeps.
Wow.
I don't
Fire
have like a
mark.
black. Next time I'll have a black strip of paper, just like.
Yep.
Yeah, we need a lounge mug. Yeah, the ATR looks great. All right, let's continue. Sorry. Continue with your microphones. What are your mics?
I'm on the Samsung Q2U. I actually switched from my ATR 2100 because I felt bad talking to clients and saying how great the mic was, and then being like, it's no longer available, and the 2100X isn't as good. So I switched myself to the Samsung Q2U, and I still have my ATR, and I'm still like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's Audio Technica because they had to discontinue a perfectly good mic. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That mic
So-
actually sounds good on your voice there, the Q2U in comparison.
I think it sounds really good on female voices because actually Heather in the chat, she uses the Q2U, and as soon as she got it, I loved how her voice sounded, and I was like, I feel like this might be maybe for female voices just a little bit better. I don't know. I think it's a personal preference thing.
I have tape of Heather speaking into her Q2U.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's her actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a different experience. I don't like the way I sound on it at all. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a personal preference.
Yeah.
There was a quick, the 2100X. I heard the comparison on Ask the Podcast Coach. I believe he got it. He used it with his voice, and there was just something about the mid range that it sounded off. It didn't sound like a microphone I really wanted to recommend necessarily, unless I tried it out a little bit more with my own voice. But it wasn't as. I didn't like it as much as the 2100, and it's a personal preference, but definitely listen to when Dave Jackson talked about it on Ask the, and you can hear the difference between that and the 2100.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ben asks, Daniel Hager from Europe asks, by what time, Daniel, shouldn't you be in bed? All right. Anyway, Q2U, you have it hooked up USB or XLR?
It is USB. Yeah. I do have XLR and it's fine, but I found with USB, because it's usually just me, that's all I need. And again, when I'm talking to clients and I'm teaching them to make their podcast, and I don't want to tell them, okay, well, you hook up this to this giant box and da da da. And they're just like, I just want a podcast. And I'm like, okay, do you like how I sound? USB. Just boom.
capitalism is the way. I don't know if it was capitalism. I mean, capitalism probably played into the role of discontinuing the ATR 2100. I think it had to do more with the USB ports eventually going to be changing, and they just wanted to be ahead of that. So
Mm,
Right. USB.
USB-C.
right, Thunderbolts.
which is great because then it will plug right into my phone because that's the port on my phone is a USB-C.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I would
neat.
actually like that as well.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Well, now I have an iPhone, so which I have thoughts about too. But
Is that your first Apple device?
yes.
Oh, all right. Well, have you needed therapy yet at all, or no?
No, but I could write a strongly worded letter. I think there are a lot of things. Okay, so there's a lot of good things. There are great things about this phone. The camera's beautiful. The camera's almost too good because I'm like, oh, I can see my pores. I don't want that.
Oh, I can see a little COVID here.
Did not need microscopic analysis of my face. But there's other things I like about it, and it's and plus, I mean, my clients use iPhones, so I can now like answer specific questions related to podcasting and iPhones, which is great. I'd always intended to get one. Android does a lot of things really well on their phones, and one of them is like the keyboard and just like being able to like figure out the setting. It just seems more natural to me. But it could be just my habit. I don't know. I like the Play Store better. There's so many things. I like Google Podcasts better than Apple Podcasts.
You could totally picture her laying on a couch, like with just speaking to a therapist. You know what I mean?
I have problems.
It's
drinking.
the love triangle for Carrie of iPhone versus Android.
I am right there with you. I am so unbelievably grateful pretty much every single day that I ditched my iPhone years ago. I never, ever, ever want to go back to it.
And actually, Emily has a Google Pixel, and that's what I want. However, I broke my phone. I didn't just break my phone.
Yeah, you did not just break your
and
phone.
I was like,
yeah,
she's got to get a Pixel now.
I don't know if I can even turn it on. No, it's probably out of battery.
But
it's
you're
like,
right with clients.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's like that's the screen. It's just shattered.
And Gary, how did that happen? Because the entire world needs to hear this story. Because only you.
Wait, did you want me to show her full screen? Let's do that. Let's do this.
Oh
yeah,
God, no, I don't see my. Okay, I don't even remember. I don't even know that I could even articulate it now. But it was like a comical series of events. Oh, the cat. So I'm like, it's late at night. I'm editing. I've got like my phone, my headphones. I'm all hooked up, and my phone was plugged in, and I had my Dr. Pepper here with me, and. So the cat, which she never does, she came up on the table and she like headbutted my drink, knocked it into my laptop, and I immediately spring up and but I had my phone was getting wet too. So I like picked up my phone. I threw my phone in the chair. However, what I didn't realize is there was another cat behind me on the chair, and not just another cat, but like a 20-pound cat. So when I got up and as I was throwing my phone on the chair, the chair tips backwards because of the shift in weight. And the cord on the phone causes as the chair's falling, like flips my phone and slams it into the wheel of the chair. And so that is how my phone broke. And this is like 1:00 in the morning or something crazy like that. And apparently nobody had a decent Android phone anywhere that I could get the next day.
Didn't your keyboard on your computer stop working too?
Oh yeah, well now it's fixed. So something, I guess it dried out. I don't know. So
did you put it in rice?
No, I just prayed a lot.
It's like Joey's magic chair on Friends. It just fixes itself.
No, you know what I did is I played the Sims to make the inside real hot. And I think it dried it out. But yeah, so the phone broke, the keyboard stopped working. I had a ton of work to do. Yeah, so we had to run out, buy a phone and keyboard to make my computer and my phone work. Like
Anyone have insurance on their phone? I don't.
Oh, I absolutely have to. I have broken my phone literally the second I walked out of the store before. From getting
it. Really? One of those?
Oh yeah. Yep. Like literally walked out of the store, dropped it, screen shattered.
Oh, that's John Candy movie. He buys a car and he's literally driving off the lot waving, and a car comes, nails his car. It's same story. Wonderful.
Actually, right now, I've only had this phone for a few months, and thank God I have the case because the whole back of it is shattered. And the only reason it's staying together is because my case is holding it together.
So, Brittany, what mic are you on? Although I can guess.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we
so
can see.
I am on an ATR 2100. It's the same one I bought 4+ years ago. It's still working for me. I have bought other microphones since, but I keep coming back to this one just because I like it. However, when this one finally does crap out, I am switching over to the Q2U.
Do you have the low frequency boost enabled on that mic?
No,
Just kidding.
that's
There
it.
is none.
Yeah,
There's
there's no
nothing.
no.
There's
I was like,
nothing to
is
this
this like high
microphone.
school where they're like the pool is on the roof? Like,
Right.
Yeah, no, this is super basic. I think I have like 3 other microphones, but this one's just so easy to use. And same with Emily. Like, it's what I used to recommend to a lot of my clients. So I always kind of felt like a hypocrite if I was like, well, this is great for you, but I'm not going to use it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I have to say, I have had the ATR 2100 for what feels like forever. I don't know how long exactly, but I've had the Samson because I have a Q2U, and I've had it for about a year and a half. It died. Like, I don't even know
Really?
what happened to it. It is just you plug it in and it crackles. I think there might have been a power surge at some point in one of the cords, but yeah, it like the ATR is like a tank, and the Samson Q2U just. I was surprised. I mean, because they have been searched and dismantled by TSA and all sorts of things. So, I get searched. I get every time.
Wow.
Time. I'm on a list.
That's one thing
God.
podcasters should be aware of. If you travel with your equipment,
Oh.
Put it.
I have never been searched.
I only did once, and I had to tell them, like, they were looking at the scan and pointing at it, and I'm like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a microphone. Don't think it's anything else.
Right.
Don't judge me on my private,
Yeah. Do you think I put a
Behavior.
bomb in a nice little plastic case for my? Because they do that with the Zoom every time. I'm like, it is a field recorder, and they don't even know what that is. But they're
No.
I'm like, it's for recording things. I am not blowing up the plane. But
Maybe don't say those words while you're in the airport talking
Well,
to
no.
TSA.
Well, no, if it was my dad's the kind of person that when you walk through security in an airport, he used to say, "Oh, your gun."
Oh, geez. Just
That
to
would
mess
not
with the
go
whole
over well with
family.
him. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of all the Q2U so much, what about the Q9U coming soon?
Ooh.
That's nice.
What did they say?
It sure looks pretty.
I think I did a daily goodie on this. I forget what Q9U features an XLR analog output and USB-C connection
USB-C. Yeah.
Mhm.
with stunning 2496.
Wow.
There you
What's
go.
the price on
Yeah,
that?
that's
Yeah,
what I was
what's the
wondering.
price point on that? Because
Because it
Oh.
looks similar to
Coming
the
soon.
pod mic, so I want it
does,
to be
yeah.
like 99, you know?
Right.
It doesn't say,
I would
but I
imagine.
wonder
Yeah.
Q9U. I think I did a daily goodie on this, and I think I may have looked up the price there. So yeah, here we go. Coming soon. Oh no, I didn't mention the price here either. Oh, Alan Tepper's article. Wait.
Uh-oh.
By the way, Mark in the chat talks about the AT2005. That's another great microphone that I don't think gets enough love. Sometimes.
So that's one of my other ones that I stopped using.
Did you like it on your voice? I didn't necessarily
did
like it on
not.
mine, but I've heard
Nope.
other people sound great on it. Oh, okay.
$200, by the way. Q9U, $200.
Oh, that's
200,
still,
okay.
I wonder why they. That's curious because, like,
I mean,
then
maybe
who
for
are they
the
competing
USB-C
with?
connection, that would be a higher price point because the pod mic is only XLR.
Well,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Here's another thing I
Yeah.
noticed: the price of microphones since the pandemic have gone up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, because I was just updating my like lead magnet today, and where I have like the microphones I recommend, and then I went to like update the affiliate links for them, and I was like, the Q2U is like $79.99.
If you
Oh,
can
I
get
just
it on
went and-
Amazon,
Yeah, I just went and grabbed a link today and it was like $59.
Why
are they
is it
still
more
available
expensive?
though? They've had a shortage of a lot of microphones.
They will be in stock on the 29th.
Cool.
Why
Yeah.
did I get $79.99 in my
Hi,
microphone?
Doorbell Productions.
And the
Cool.
listing was from Samson, so it was their actual Samson Technologies. They were the
Maybe
seller,
that was
so maybe you were
different, but I didn't see.
looking at like a drop shipper or something.
Maybe, but all the microphones looked expensive. And yes, that is my next purchase is an SM58 because I like the
Really?
way I sound on that microphone. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
yes.
Yeah,
No-
what's
no
everyone's
Yeti?
dream microphone actually?
What's everyone's dream mic?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. I want to
want me to go last or first? Or
No, I
in
want
the
you
middle?
to go
No,
first because
it's-
you have a great mic. I figured you would have your dream mic. Plus that picture of you with all the mics around
I
you.
know, right?
No, well, so I have some mics and I like them and stuff like that, but like my dream mic is a Neumann U67 from back in the
Oh.
day, which now probably would cost me about 10 or 12 grand.
Wow.
But
Have you
I mean,
heard
that's like,
yourself on it?
I mean, I'll never buy it, but that would be my dream mic. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. Who's up next?
Well, not me. I've only gotten to the SM. I'm like,
The
I
SM58.
I don't know what my dream mic is because I haven't heard my voice on all of them yet. I haven't done a shootout. But if some company wants to pay me to compare microphones and then send me the microphones to test out, I am down for that.
Talk to Tom Kelly.
I
He did
tried
that.
to.
Did he send out microphones?
No, but he got a bunch of companies to send him microphones so that he could do a shootout video.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. We'll have to,
Mhm.
maybe we'll have to do that. I'll see how he did that. But
The
I have a feeling
companies-
he just really asked.
Oh yeah, no, I mean he worked. He implied it took a lot of work to get it to actually happen. There were some that were pretty reluctant to do it, I think, but
I believe it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm good at getting companies to give me free stuff. So that's my superpower.
John wants a mic that brings out the dreamy, buttery sound of his voice. Dude.
Don't we all?
Well,
If you
wait.
get good headphones, you'd be surprised if like, oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
I actually know what mic that is, and I'm going to flash it on the screen for a second, but just give me a second.
Brittany, what's your dream mic while he gets that?
So I actually don't really have one, honestly. I am like the worst editor in the entire world when it comes to this stuff because I don't really geek out over the techie stuff because like my people genuinely don't care. Like if I told them they were allowed to just like record into the speakerphone on their phone, like they would be smitten with that. And I, with the way that I travel and just who I am as a person and how I treat my equipment, I need something that is like durable, cheap, but still sounds decent. So what I have works for me. I can't really, and like, I don't have a whole setup in my office right now. Like my desk won't even work with most boom arms. So like, I just need something that I can throw in a drawer. And if it breaks, like, who cares? I'll just buy another one as opposed to one that's like hundreds of dollars that I'll be a little bit upset about destroying because I absolutely will.
Yeah, but I wouldn't so I would have a travel mic and then a mic for home. Like I wouldn't travel with a nice mic.
I mean, that's the smart thing to do,
Because
but
TSA always searches my stuff. Checked, bagged, checked and carry-on bags. Like I feel like I should start writing them notes, like leaving them
Well,
left
I think you should leave those sheets in your suitcase like when you pack so that they open it up and they're like, oh, somebody already checked this bag because you got one on the way to Podfest and then on the way back. Like who does that?
I know, right? I got
Why don't you just buy an outfit of a TSA guard and just walk through?
Well, I was thinking like could leave in like little chocolates with a note with the big like TSA people. I appreciate your commitment to the security of our country. I know you don't get paid enough, so here, have a snack. That's
all right. So for John Christopher, I'm gonna flash the mic that will make your voice sound. What did he say? Buttery,
warm and buttery.
Smooth.
Buttery,
right.
something like
Dreamy buttery.
That's it. That's all you get on this.
It was like a quick flash. And then
Yeah. The RE27 is like a BBE processor. Oh, I remember those BBEs. What was it? A sound maximizer? Sonic maximizer. Is that what it was, Mark?
that is an awesome band name.
Sonic maximizer.
Yeah. It's a metal band right there.
Yeah, well, maybe you three ladies should start a metal jazz band and call yourself Sonic Maximizer.
Metal jazz. I like that's where you put us.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, metal has to be part of it, but I'm just saying.
Can we be like Swedish death metal, maybe?
Yes. You guys want to? Have you ever heard? Yeah, it's the BBE Sonic Maximizer. Anyway, have you guys heard Ginger? You ever see the band? Ever hear or see of the band Ginger?
No.
It sounds familiar, but I
All
thought,
right.
you know.
All right, we're gonna
Ginger
do this
evil.
now.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to treat you.
All right. Should I turn down my volume?
You know. All right. Let me know if you can hear it.
Yo, what up?
By the way, can we play? Oh, this is an ad.
This is Lorraine.
Can I play? If I play this, will they take it down? I don't think so.
Well, maybe if you play the ad the whole way through, YouTube won't get mad because then you're showing in their ads.
You guys can hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the next song, we must say goodbye to you.
By the way, females take over the lounge. You get it? Okay.
I'd rather not goodbye, but see you next time.
This is what you three should form a band like this.
I know. I'm trying to decide who this woman is. I feel like this is Carrie right here. This is our Carrie.
I don't
she
know
needs
if I'd
is
wear a
gold
gold
jumpsuit.
Here's our chat
Single
room.
woman in the audience.
Maybe Carrie has a voice like this. Oh yeah.
Okay, so Emily
Oh,
is
that
the
looked like
lead
Mark
singer.
Deal.
You ready? Wait for the chorus.
I'm here with her. I'm just with a few petals on my breast. Wishing all the eyes to let the landscape to the sun. How long your world, my
Wow.
hold along, we fix how the lights up to the sky to see you fly, set us farewell.
All right, is that enough?
Yeah.
Plenty, yeah.
I'd have to channel some inner rage to do that. To tap into something
It
deep.
makes my vocal cords hurt so bad just
Yeah.
hearing that.
Although now I'm like, what mic is she using? Is that a special button that like?
No, I'm pretty sure like a demon snuck into that microphone and possessed it or something there for a little while.
That's what I thought. Satanic effervescence. Or however you say the band's name. I can't.
Evanescence.
Yes. That is perfect, Brian.
That is not
Perfect.
me.
No, it was Mark Deal on the
You know what
drums.
that is though?
Yes, it was Mark Deal on the
I feel like she probably came up with that watching a mom try to have a conversation with somebody and also yell at their kids at the same time. Just like,
Right?
oh yes, did you see what she was? God dang it! No! And then she it's like,
Yeah, it turns into a demon.
yeah. I'm just like, no, put that. You can't have that until after dinner. And then we went to dinner, and it was just lovely, Bernice.
Oh,
Oh,
Christone. Yes.
Someone wants me to wear this gold suit.
I
at the
second
next
that.
podcast.
Tom Kelly has a sparkle jacket.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris can be known for the gold jumpsuit.
Dude,
Oh.
I could try. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
She
Well, I
probably-
couldn't find you a smoking jacket, so I could probably find you a gold jumpsuit, though.
I know. We still haven't set up the lounge properly because I wanted like those big like Victorian chairs and like bookshelves and like
You could just do a virtual background.
Mhm.
even with the cigarette or a what do you when they smoke the cigarette but they put it on the end of this
Like
The
the
little
filter.
filter.
holder. Yeah, the
filter?
yeah.
The cigarette holder, yeah.
Yeah. That is
Look at
literally
you.
like a filter from the 30s or
Are
whatever.
you all smokers here or what?
I used
mean,
to be
Brittany-
for 10 years. I was a smoker.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am actually a smoker.
And
well,
when
Brit-
when I roomed with Carrie, I would go out with her because I'm like, it smells so good. Like I miss it sometimes a lot.
and Brittany's in Colorado, so oh yeah, baby.
You would think, but no, never.
I
Not-
know.
Not once.
Oh,
Me
which
too.
smoking are we talking about? Wait, what?
Well, no.
Well,
I thought we were talking about
this
cigarettes.
explains a lot, Chris.
Are we on? What time is it? 10 o'clock?
I didn't realize it was that kind of lounge.
Wow. All right. So what other did we finish the Joe Rogan topic? Because we went into
A rabbit hole?
no, well, I butted in and said maybe Spotify's doing it to boost the new video aspect of the thing. And then but you weren't really done, Carrie, I think. Did I
Oh,
interrupt
I am
you?
never done. I do not finish. I simply pause.
That is what she said. That is what she said.
By the way, hello, Lisa Orkin. Welcome to
Oh,
the
Lisa.
lounge.
Oh, yay. Oh, Lisa Orkin. Okay, so Lisa's father, Dick Orkin, created a long time ago this entire show called Chicken Man. And it is like a comedy about a man who wears a chicken suit and fights crime, right?
As
Also
one
the name
does.
of the
Yeah.
Indigo Girls song, I believe.
It's like a random Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excuse me. So Chicken Man was on, I think, Stitcher for a while. They had the rights or what? I don't know how that works. So Lisa can tell you that. But Chicken Man is now on Amazon, and it is number 1. It is a bestseller. So, which is great because it's from like the 60s, I think.
I saw
But it's
her holding a
hilarious.
picture. Yeah, I saw her holding like the Chicken Man poster or picture under her dad on Instagram, and I was wondering about that. So I'm glad you explained it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. And you need to listen to it. It's hilarious. They're not like
Yeah.
really long, but it's just funny. And then if you have heard or listened to any of Lisa's podcasts, you'll understand where she gets it from because her podcast is Project Woo Woo, and she has real conversations with imaginary people. So she has talked to Jesus. She has
Talked to Anne Boleyn this week.
Oh, I need to listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Well,
has
that's with
talked
our
to-
friend Kathy, and I don't know how Kathy N. How do you pronounce her last name? She's another editor. I think she's in the Just Masters with us.
I know this because she's.
I always want to say Najimy, but that's Kathy Najimy, the actress, but it's N something, and I forget. I'm sorry, but
No, I can't pronounce it either.
actually,
So-
we'll pull it up. It's on this website, so she has, yeah, Anne Boleyn.
Oh, there she is.
There's Lisa.
That's it.
yeah,
I like this website. I don't know. I like the layout or something. It's nice.
yeah, it's fun to look at, and she is. Oh, not. I don't want to say Nogler. Is it Nogler?
Nagler.
Nagler.
Nagler, maybe. I don't know. Sorry, we butchered your last name. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I used to edit her show too, which was really easy in terms of editing because she was just always happy with everything.
Did you ever, with your editing clients, like slip in some other audio that they didn't expect to be there, like an outtake?
I tried one time and they didn't get it. They were like, I think, and because I put a little fairy music to like transition, and it was after the outro music had ended, and it had a nice little fairy music, and then it had something she had like made a mistake or something in her intro, which was hilarious. Yeah, she didn't get it. She's like, I think there's some sort of weird like ad accidentally left in, and I'm like, okay. And I took it out.
Oh, geez. You should, as a goof, we you know what we should do with our clients? Add like a just as a fake piece of audio, like add like a custom intro, like you know, let's use Project Woo Woo. So if I was working on that show, I could record a little piece and be like, "Welcome to Project Woo Woo. Hey, let's get to the show," and then cut into the.
There was a podcast I was editing the other night, And the guest got really passionate about something. And this was a detailed edit. So I was taking out all the ums and the likes. And by the time I finished, it was this beautiful, clean, very stoic speech of him. And he's like, and here is what we stand for. We stand for this and this. And it got very pronounced. And I'm thinking while I'm editing, I'm like, I wish I had some epic music to put behind him to kind of has a nice music bed. Because this is revolutionary stuff he's talking about. I want a music bed of just da 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 da. And I'm thinking, I don't think my clients would mind, but it's also 12:30 at night. I can't just email them and say, hey, this guy sounds really prolific. Do you mind if I put some epicness behind it?
Like movie trailer music.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you get a guest who's so passionate about something, sometimes that sort of yeah, I'm into this too. And as an editor, you're just like, what? I need to spice this up. How can I spice this up? How can I showcase this?
I feel like I need that.
Clients, I've been like, this is really good. I'm sorry you didn't ask me to do this. Here's an audiogram of that clip because it was so good.
I've done that.
I've done that. Yeah.
I've done that.
But
I feel like I need that kind of music in my real life. Can somebody just follow me around with a playlist?
Carrie, was it you when I was in Scotland and we were walk down to the pub we had a bagpiper in front of us leading the way, and you were like, I just need someone to follow me around with bagpipes all the time.
Imagine going into the grocery store.
It would make it infinitely more fun, especially now. Right?
I feel like of all instruments to follow me around, that wouldn't be my first choice.
I think that is a unique instrument. Maybe an accordion. That would be another fun one.
You go to a funeral and it's like, yeah, sorry, this guy's with me. I don't know what to say.
What's up, What the Muffin and Jody? Welcome to the lounge. Welcome, everyone. It's the females have taken over. They connected with me earlier and they threatened my life, and they told me if I didn't shut my mouth and let them on the air, then they would hire some programmers from India to erase the lounge from the web.
Chris, if you play that beep, I will reenact exactly what we said to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god!
Wow, this is on a.
Chris, can I have a copy of this video, please?
Oh man, man, the paint's coming off the wall over there. Jeez. That was rough.
I actually spilled my tea, guys. I got very
you mean
worried.
your tea, Emily. Your tea,
Yeah,
remember?
your tea.
And how does that make you feel, Emily?
By the way, for everyone who's talking about they love bagpipes, I do too. Totally.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe not my instrument of choice to follow me around 24 hours every single day.
I'm a little bit unusual, I guess. I feel like so who was it that said they needed the John Williams Orchestra? Which I am totally down for, by the way. However, logistically, that would be very complicated. But a bagpiper, I could fit in my car.
Well, anybody who's homeschooling third graders right now know that sometimes we have people with recorders following us around the house. I mean, it's not fun. It's terrible. And not the fun recorders like podcasters use. No.
The hot cross buns recorders that you want to.
We don't mention that
into
song
the ocean
in this house anymore.
That
song is banned. No hot cross buns.
The teachers did that on purpose to get you back, you know.
Yeah, you send them to school with phones. They send them home with recorders.
I know.
All right, I have a question for you, ladies. Even though you were nasty to me off the air, and you took over the lounge, and you didn't even have a 1 kilohertz tone to put in place of your curse. You actually used real curse words. But I want to know from each of you, if you could be the female lead singer of a band, or just the female singer, and any female singer in the world ever, past, present, whatever, which would you choose? Which female artist would you choose?
Beyonce, because she's the queen.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes I hear Beyonce and her voice, like her voice sounds strong and
No,
good.
I just want to be the queen. I don't want to do any singing. I just want the like. Okay. No,
Brittany.
seriously, like if you were to catch me at home, I would be like jamming out to like Alanis Morissette. So that's
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, she had a big album. Wow.
Yeah.
She did stuff after that, but that's the problem when you have an album that literally, that's like one of the top 10 best-selling albums ever.
Well, and I think the other problem was, the other thing she did was like in that genre, she was like a woman, and she.
No, that didn't
okay,
hinder
so,
her at all. Come on.
No, not saying that. I'm saying it was, and being a kid, because I was just a young lady at the time that came out. You didn't hear a lot of women on the radio, like on the
getting angsty
alternative
like that.
stations,
Yeah.
and you didn't hear
like
women
that.
singing
Yeah.
about things that happen in movie theaters that piss you off.
Yeah.
Uncle Joey. Can we talk about with Uncle Joey, like from Full House, because it was.
Well, I mean, she ended up with Ryan Reynolds later, so I think she bounced back.
Right.
She came back from that one.
Right, but you didn't like. So this kind of angst from a woman singer was not like. So that was a game changer for me. So she has a special place in my heart because she made me go. Fuck you.
She's got pipes, or had
Yeah.
pipes, especially back then.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She was supposed to be going on tour again this summer.
Yeah, we almost.
Oh
saw
yeah,
her.
she was. She was. Yeah, because I was considering going to see her with my niece in New York City, or New Jersey, or up there somewhere.
Does she have a podcast?
No, but I think she would be really good at podcasting. She helped me with some of my administrative work for a while, so she knows about it.
Alanis Morissette?
No. And I'm talking about my niece. What the?
Oh.
That's what I thought.
I thought you meant
Why are you
Alanis
saying
Morissette helped you with admin work for your podcast.
I thought that too, and you're saying it very flippantly.
Alanis Morissette was my VA for a little while. No big deal.
In between albums.
Yeah, do a show with her. Yeah, I did. I was gonna, but
No, I don't know if she has a podcast or not. Fun fact, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts because that's my day job.
Same.
Mark is doing rails of organic peanut butter this evening. Perfect for the lounge. And what does that look like? Do you spread the thing on the rail? Anyway, I'm just kidding. So much better than The View. Wow. All right, Brittany, what about you? Female singer.
Honestly, I don't know. I am one of the few people in the world who cannot stand Beyonce. So I'm ready for the mob right now to come get me.
Okay,
I stand with you halfway.
I couldn't identify a Beyonce song if it hit me on the head. I just
one,
like that she's like the kind of the singer
If you
version
like
of
me, then you
Oprah.
should have put a ring on it.
Oh
You
yeah, I
should-
like that
Yeah.
song.
Then you
That's
should.
fun.
Yeah.
No, I think just kind of in general right now, I seem to like all the tortured artists. So I like Halsey, Billie Eilish, either one of those two.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Halsey is a female singer?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know her.
Yeah, no, I love her music. It's got an edge to it. She's kind of like Billie Eilish. She's got some songs that are slightly creepy, which I'm totally into. So yeah.
Yeah, Billie Eilish, I heard, and you could the quality of her voice is very good.
She is an amazing singer. And what I love about that, they still live in her family home, and they recorded pretty much all of her music up to this point in her bedroom.
That's
So
awesome.
Exactly.
props for it to sound that freaking good.
Yeah, well, so so she's capturing it in her bedroom, capturing it well, and then of course they take the recording to a real studio with a real board with a real mixer, and that's how they make it sound done. But still capturing great audio in a bedroom is doable these days, but you got to do it right. So kudos to her.
Yep.
What was I going to say about Billie Eilish?
I don't know, Chris.
I don't
Did
know.
it start
I
with
don't
an
know
F?
either. No, I think I was going to mention what you said. No, it didn't start with a. Oh wait, it didn't start with a.
Did Emily wear it out?
No.
We are a bad influence on you. You know that?
Okay, Emily, you're up. And if you say, oh, never mind. Just go ahead. I couldn't think of a funny line there. All right.
I actually had to do some searching because I'm like, oh, I don't really have a favorite female singer to sing along to because I actually have a very deep singing voice. I'm an alto and I'm a belter. So a lot of the times I sing with very high males, like Paul McCartney and we have a similar range. Like,
Really?
yeah, if you play Oh Darling, I just wail on that because I love the belting of it. But if I had to pick an artist, I love singing along to Tina Turner, like, because she is a belter as well. And when you get her going and you get her like range, oh my gosh, that is my car jam is Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. Wow.
wow.
Very excellent.
Yeah, and I
singer.
actually I did theater for a long time and she played Acid Queen in the movie Tommy. So I actually got to play the Acid Queen in a stage production. And so I was just like, oh my God, I'm singing along with Tina in my head the whole time. Just like, oh, I love this.
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny Wren.
Jenny Wren.
Jenny Wren.
Is
Jenny
she
Wren.
is she a Just Buster?
Oh yeah. She's an
Really?
OG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, send her
Oh,
the
yeah.
link.
One of the OGs.
Yeah.
Jenny, fire up that microphone. What is she? Oh, Jenny, you use a BP40, don't you? Don't you?
I heard Billie Eilish recorded the album with a Blue Yeti and Audacity. That cracked me up.
Oh my goodness.
See, she is. All right. So if I could be a female singer in a,
All right. Let's hear
it's
it.
actually for me. There's a handful of female singers that I think are exceptional. Mariah Carey's one of them.
Yes.
Aretha Franklin, of course, that just goes without saying. But I think I would. I think I would pick Whitney Houston. And I would also record more hits because when you look back on her catalog, she's got some hits,
dead,
but like
Chris, you can't record more hits.
I don't think that's going to happen. Well, I mean, if Chris was Whitney Houston,
That's true.
and obviously Chris is alive, then yeah.
well, there you go. Okay. But
Yeah,
no, but seriously though, I don't like when you look back on great artists. I mean, truly great artists. And like, yes, they have a catalog of material, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Like I wish she recorded like 3 or 4 more albums. You know what I mean?
She was busy, Chris.
Speaking of recording 3 or 4 more albums, Jenny Wren is here.
Hey! What's
Jenny
going
Wren.
on?
What's happening, Jenny? I mean, truly great artists. And like, yes, they have a
Oh,
catalog.
oh,
we
give me a
can hear
second.
you.
I know I have to
Yeah.
do the thing.
Wait, that's how I sound? Oh my God.
That's how you kind of.
All
Oh,
right.
oh, here we are. Okay.
All right. I'm promptly leaving the stream now. Good.
I'm
Oh,
what? Why is he leaving
Oh.
the stream?
No, I didn't want to hear my voice. That's all.
Oh, that's
Okay, I'm
funny.
back.
Okay. Yeah, now we're in the right spot. Like I was like, hey guys, let's end the other meeting because I need to eat. And now here we are. I was like, oh well.
And I was right.
sorry about your plans, Jenny.
BP40,
Yes.
right?
And then there's the 7B.
That's my
Oh.
dream
Oh.
mic right there. I
And then
love.
I've got my Beta 87A. So Yeah.
Oh. Corey Coates uses one of those sometimes
yeah,
too.
I really like this one, especially when I'm doing singing work because like it's really rich. So that's fun. It's got a lot of thickness to it, and it's
When
nice.
you're singing, how close do you get to that one? Can you get close
this
to that one?
I
Even
can go for how I go out here. I mean, it really depends on how much how thick I want it to be. But I
Uh-oh.
don't want it to be too the joy of those is it's a condenser, so you don't want to have it too close. It's because that's not the point of it. So
Right.
yeah, probably more like out here.
Okay.
Out here. Sorry.
Jason Curtis says Jewel and
My
Christina.
giant face.
Awkward, Jenny. What
Yeah.
are you doing here?
Hey now. All right, someone clip that.
Oh my God.
We all know that I get a little feisty sometimes, so that'd be funny.
And what are you drinking, Jenny? Be honest.
I'm drinking red wine. Yeah.
See? The
So-
only honest one so far.
I would like to
I'm
know.
kidding.
I would like to note that today. Oh yeah, what are we drinking?
Brought
Dr.
to you
Pepper.
by Diet Dr. Pepper.
Movi's favorite. Yeah. Today, this girl, so I've been working in the studio for a while, but today, officially, everything is binned out, separated properly out in my garage. And I'm so excited. We're talking about XLR cables are different than instrument cables are separate from audio cables are separate from, yeah.
Is there a color-coded
Wow.
system is what I want to know.
I haven't added on the stickers yet because I'm still finishing the garage project. So I do like the idea of audio being certain colors because I also has my tools and everything. But I have the like electric tape that's colored, so I can totally do that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I use washi tape
Yeah.
on the wires to
Oh, I love
so that
washi
you
tape.
can
have
tell
washi
like
tape too.
yeah, the washi tape on the front and on the back of it so that when you plug it in and you have a bunch because my husband has a band too, so we do that
Oh,
with
yeah.
all the wires to make sure that like we know what's going to what.
God bless washi tape.
Washi tape is great.
Yeah.
You could have flowers too. You're not just limited to colors.
I know. You know what? He and his band, they didn't know what to do. And I was like, I have washi tape. And I bring out like my craft supplies. And they're like, what? Like, what is this? What are you putting on our mics?
I
Don't
actually
dish
haven't
craft
washi
supplies.
taped the studio yet. I should do that. Mhm. Cool.
Hey, Jenny, what's your website, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
www.grittyBirds.com.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
Because I
Birds
want- I'm-
recently 5 years. Congrats.
Yep,
Congratulations.
Thank you. As of last week. Yeah, a lot of evolutions and some fun evolutions coming up. So
Oh, thanks, honey. He
Oh.
brought the washi tape to
Aw.
Oh, I like that.
because my husband's over in the corner and he hears it.
yeah,
There we
You
go.
put your
Birds.
husband in the corner.
there's
Is that
me,
it?
Nobody in the corner, but I could put my husband in the corner.
Joe
Yeah,
Bardo.
he's in the corner all the time of my studio, like down
Yeah.
here. You guys
Now,
don't-
now, do you put him in the corner or do you send him to the corner?
he goes willingly. No.
Oh!
I already know what I meant when I said it.
That's funny.
Can you
All right,
guys
so
talk about your husbands? That's what Ben Down says. Yeah, my poor husband needs a medal actually because
Oh.
he puts up with me and it is not easy. And he's been working for me.
Mhm.
So
I tried that.
I am not. I am like I'm a get it done kind of boss and that.
Yeah, I had to
He's got-
fire my husband.
Yeah, he's had a lot of patience and he's done a lot of because we've had a lot of troubleshooting to do lately. And I'm just and then I'm always doing two things at once. So I'll give him half sentences and he has to figure out
That's so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have a husband, but as far as troubleshooting, my friend Jay, he's been like my troubleshooting buddy. He's awesome. Jay Yao, he works with James L. Trucher, and we met at Podcast Movement Evolutions. And sometimes he'll just send me these messages and just be like, have you figured it out yet? Have you tried this yet? And I'm like, Jay, I'm gonna message you in an hour. And then within 5 minutes, we're on a call, and I don't know. He's like, you're not cranky, and I'm like, sure.
So
Maybe-
oh wait,
ahead.
well, American Liberty asked what washi tape is. So it's literally bamboo tape from Japan. I guess it started in Japan.
Yeah.
And and it's very decorative. It doesn't destroy anything. You can pull it on and off paper usually pretty
Yeah.
well. The good kinds you can pull on and off paper pretty
Okay,
well.
that's
It is so pretty. You can get it at Staples and Walgreens now.
This is
So
it?
that is
Yeah.
WSHI washi tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at Michael's, that'll be the real deal.
Oh,
Because
here we go.
not all washi tape is equal. Some of it says
Got
washi
washi
tape.
tape.
It's not really washi tape.
Got it. So here's
this
some.
is from, but look how it's kind of see-through too.
Yeah.
Like-
it's
Well,
got
we
some-
have the foil one that
There's a
it's a little holographic.
fun.
But yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ben, washi tape comes off too easily. You need a stronger adhesive for that.
Yeah.
For silencing the naughty husbands, as Ben is asking.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't use washi tape. They can bust right through that. That's-
That's when zip ties come in handy, right?
Oh, I saw this thing recently, and it was like, it was like essentially to close people's mouths, and it was on like people's, like, you could buy this tape and you cover it with their mouths. I don't understand why it exists or where I saw it, but it was extremely disturbing because
we know why it exists.
Should I
I don't
give
think it
out
takes
some
too much imagination.
at my booth at the next podcasting conference? Should I give out washi tape at my booth for like washi tape samples?
Oh,
No?
you could have washi tape that has podcast engineering school printed on it.
yeah,
Oh.
That would be
I mean,
good,
just
especially
like
for
the
cables.
ties.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sweet.
I am all for that. Like
So,
stickers,
Denny,
washi tape.
If you could be any female singer or female leader of a band or whatever, past, present, whatever,
Sia.
who would you be?
Sia.
Sia?
I love Sia. She's an incredible producer. Like, she's one of
How do
my
you spell
favorite
that?
songwriters. SIA. She's been one of my favorite songwriters for a really long time. She's an incredible female producer. She works with foster kids. Like, she just adopted some, like, she's just a really amazing woman.
That's her.
She's really kind of, I came from the art scene, but like she was part of 07, amazing collective. It's part of Toronto Collective. She's incredible.
Wow.
She started off in the acid jazz world, so I've been following her for 15 years, and I like love her.
Nice.
But yeah, Sia Fuller, 100%. Yeah,
Liberty's mouth
her.
covering tape. Any suggestions for mouth covering?
I'm gonna Google that. Here we go.
Jody, bitch, you know I don't do washi tape at my booth. Jody,
Oh, sleep
you're
tape. I figured it out.
you're
It's
one of the
called
only
sleep tape.
people who knows about that. Sorry, go
Sleep
ahead.
tape?
Yeah, and the idea is that apparently it's supposed to help you like breathe through your nose or something, but it looks horrifying. So, if you Google it,
Helping
yeah,
you sleep
it's-
for the next 450 years.
it's so
Sleep tape.
terrifying. It's so terrifying looking. There's just nothing like. Ugh. Okay,
I'll
so yeah, pull it up because I'm trying to find it. I'm going a lot slower than. Yeah,
Sleep strips?
mouth tape sleep aids. Yeah, you put it over your mouth.
Mouth tape sleep aid. What? Is this just a way for women to tape their husband's mouth shut?
So think about the person who had to invent this. What were they doing?
This
Hold on.
has to be the person who read, like, we swallow 7 spiders every year in our sleep. And they're like, we need a solution, guys. Tape, clearly.
But recently, the person who told me that you can get, sorry about the disturbance in my audio. The person who mentioned that you can, like, the tiny spiders grow out of your face and go, yeah. My friend
Oh my
Stuart, he's in Podcast Portland, but yeah. I was like,
Then
that's not
use
real. He's
sleep-
like, it is. I've not Googled that one because I don't want to know.
No. Some things. Yeah, they do have protein, Ben.
Yeah.
They are full of
Spiders,
protein.
know. Hey, what you don't know can't hurt you. Is that what's the saying?
Can't kill you. What you don't know can't kill you, which
Ignorance
is
hurt you.
absolutely,
Oh.
absolutely wrong, by the way, because lots of things can kill you you don't know
I
about.
Googled it.
How many of the guests today, by the way, they're not guests, they forcibly took over this.
We are your new
How many-
leaders, and we
how
would
many
like
of
to be
you-
addressed as such.
Yeah, and if
Or-
they told me right now I got to put some sushi tape or fleshy tape, whatever tape over my mouth,
Fleshy.
I would have to.
I don't know though. We're still waiting on the gold jumpsuit. I don't see it yet. You need to get onto Amazon.
I need that. I'll do that for a fee. If we do a crowdfunding, I'll literally wear that. All right, maybe not.
It shows up on my bank statement. Like, what is this $50 you spent on get Chris to wear a gold jumpsuit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here it
.com.
comes. Wait, what is this? Heather, of course, from New Zealand. Sunshine and Power Cuts podcast. Everyone, subscribe on Apple
God, that's the
Podcasts
greatest
or
title.
Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. And what is Podcast Cats? Is that like a
How
when your
many of us
cat
have
hangs-
cats? Because Carrie's cat's making a guest appearance in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Mine
yeah,
used
I
to. They kind of started ignoring me at the podcast.
My
event.
band friend does, and it's super cute. I don't. But I'll see it this weekend.
Yeah, he's
I don't
just-
have any cats. I don't know how.
It's
many
one of the little
reels.
Scottish folds.
Oh,
All right, I want to go with male singer now. Each of you needs to pick a male singer
Mhm.
that you would be above all other male singers.
Oh, but I don't know
Prince.
what I
Paul
know.
McCartney. That's my.
Yeah.
I can already sing with him.
Emily's was
Okay.
Paul's choice when you asked for a female. So
Yeah, I know. I still like Paul McCartney.
I love
And
Paul
then I got the
McCartney. My
male.
name is from Paul McCartney.
Is it really?
Jenny Wren, yeah, that was my nickname in
Oh.
college because it was just like when the song Jenny Wren came out, everyone was saying, "But hey, Jenny Wren, Jenny Wren, Jenny Wren." So I just like when I moved out to Seattle, everyone was like Jenny. I'm like, I'm Jenny Wren, so I just went with it. And like, yeah, 15 years later, yeah.
Jeff Buckley. Oh, and Jody asks Carrie, are you in the middle of an MLM presentation on that whiteboard? What's our
I
compensation
I
here?
knew somebody was going to be sharp enough to catch it. This is my website.
Wait, hold on. There we
Yeah.
go, baby.
No, that's so that's like all the stuff on my website, and I've been trying to figure out how to make it like simpler and easier to use, and trying to figure out what goes where and what needs to be like the kinks need to be worked out of it essentially. So that's it.
So
I
how
like
long,
I like Ben's response there. By the way, Jeff Buckley, his version of Hallelujah is literally my favorite song of all time. So good call, Ben.
I love it. I would say like Elliott Smith lately I've listened to a lot more. Obviously he's a Portland favorite and you know, it's got some good stories there with my friend Larry, but like it's like really great songwriters like him. And then but I got really into Prince a couple of years ago, like right before he died, and then it was like, oh crap. But I got to go to Paisley Park last year, and I just think like his musicianship is just mind-blowing. Like he used to just wake up in the middle of the night, and the idea was that he could produce at any point. And I think that was some of the inspiration for my studio. Is like at any point, if you're like, what am I doing? I have an idea. He would go there. And he was such an immaculate artist that he was really inspiring and really pushed community. And I think that was another huge part of why like Prince is just kind of incredible.
Yeah. Ben, you're on it. Ryan Adams' Wonderwall got me through college. So
Oh, I love Sufjan. Yeah, I've been listening to
Wait.
Sufjan today.
what, Ryan Adams'
Crazy
Wonderwall?
lyricist.
mhm.
I thought Wonderwall was that
Oasis.
Oasis.
Yeah,
Gallagher's.
Ryan Adams redid it though.
Oh,
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 He
I
covered it,
did that.
and it's real good.
I you know, I don't
Gregory-
know.
Gregory Ellen Isakoff is one of my favorite songwriters. And then Kevin Norby is another one of my favorite. Like as far as their like lyrics, I think Emily, you'd really like them as far as the Paul McCartney side because they're both like such good songwriters. Yeah, like really
Carrie?
poetic and gorgeous.
I don't know. Like
You don't know?
first of all, I barely know anybody's names. So
Well, just
bad.
say a band then. You could just say
No,
the-
I couldn't even really like okay, so Walk Off the Earth, which is I don't know
they're
if
fun.
anybody's familiar, but
They're
I
awesome.
I absolutely adore them. And then so like between that and listening to Hamilton, the guy who plays George Washington, I love his voice. I don't remember his name.
Leslie Odom or
No, it was not
no,
Leslie
George
Odom.
Washington.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
can listen to him. His voice is very buttery. Yeah.
Christopher
Yeah,
Jackson.
Yeah. So
My favorite singer is Maynard James Keenan from Tool. He's one of my favorite singers.
That's great.
but I can't like how do you pick a favorite? Because
don't.
there's so many different like qualities and
Well,
so you know,
Yeah, I was just going
styles
with
that,
what I
like
could sing, not necessarily my favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm
Right,
like, no, I
right.
know I could sing Paul McCartney, so I'll just go.
Whenever
with
I, whenever I ask this question when I'm interviewing like artists, I'm just like, go with your first idea because it doesn't matter if you change it like 3 hours later. You know, it's just that like that's who's connecting with right now. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
who's
Chris Cornell,
Mhm.
old Soundgarden
Oh my
stuff.
god.
oh yeah.
All right, first concerts. Let's talk about it.
Ah.
First
No.
concerts. Who was
Ace
it?
of
When was it?
Base.
Bon Jovi.
1998.
This is my first concert.
So speaking of Lilith Fair, my first concert, or speaking of
No,
Alanis
not Ace of
Morissette,
Base,
my
sorry.
first concert was Lilith Fair. My father had no clue what it was and took myself and my cousin to it when I was in like 6th grade. So it was me and my cousin who were preteens and my dad at Lilith Fair.
Nice.
Okay.
Although I have to go back. My first concert was the Marine Corps Band on the Washington Mall.
I would
Does
say
that
if we're
count?
counting those growing up in Iowa, I guess I remember seeing like Three Dog Night in 3rd grade. And I'm sure we saw some of the other like older hits. That was in the Stillwater River. And then the first CD was Ace of Base, but DC Talk in 1998 was my first record, my first like arena concert.
Hey,
And
Andrea.
then
Smashing Pumpkins. I never saw
Andrea.
them.
oh cool, they were.
Wait,
saw-
Andrea, is she a Just
She is.
Buster?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Andrea.
send her the link right now.
You ready, Andrea?
Andrea.
Andrea. Her community is really awesome, by the way, if you guys are not in it.
Liberty says
If
Neil
you're-
Diamond. I knew that, Liberty. You said that in a few months ago when we were talking about this. Police.
Yeah, mine was I didn't go to concerts a lot as a kid. I went like my senior year of high school was my first concert. So it was 2001 and it was Three Doors Down in Fuel. So that tells you exactly like 2001 right there.
Yeah.
And Brittany, did we get what singer you would be? Did you get to answer that question?
We
Male
didn't, and I honestly
You don't care?
no, I
You
was
don't
like
give a
going through my
flying-
Amazon Music and like, who the heck would I even pick? I think I might even go with like Adam Levine, just because he's able to do pretty much whatever the heck he wants now, like, and he can get away with it. So I think that's what I would do. Yeah.
Andrea's in a dark house right now, so we're not going to be able to.
Ooh,
Should we all
Andrea.
turn off our lights
Yeah, light some
to welcome
candles.
her? Should we go dark?
I could do this. Oh no, that's not that much darker.
It's not
There
that
we
bad.
We'll see.
We're all like, we'll turn off our selfie lights.
I can go dark.
Oh, actually, you're good.
Hey,
I can turn
Google,
off more lights.
turn off the office.
I could change my selfie light color to. We could go cool.
Okay,
We
it's
could go warm.
still bright.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the
Nah.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I feel like 10:30 happened and we like
Still in-
switched off
still
the
in-
lights.
this
Podcast lounge after dark.
right
We're going dark.
in the dark.
I mean, I have to like get up and turn off the light. and- I don't know.
We're going dark.
Well, I ghost hunt for a hobby, so I am used to literally spending hours in pitch black rooms. So
What is the
Nothing.
best What is the best chocolate you've ever eaten? What did it have a flavor or was it just straight chocolate? When was it? Where was it?
So definitely chocolate from Denmark. I couldn't pronounce it for you. It was Flutenbladen.
Was that the company or the chocolate or both?
Just say that. But yeah, any European chocolate. I don't care what
gotta
kind.
go
Like
on that.
any European chocolate in Europe is, the best.
Ben, I'm going to be releasing my Yeti video in the next couple days. That's part of tomorrow's thing. Yes, it can be bad, but yeah, that is coming because of how often people are mad at this.
Do you in the video? Do you? How should I politely say this? Do you end the Blue Yeti's life in the video? Because
I do
that's
not.
the video I'm waiting for.
Oh, you know,
I
like
mean,
that
but here-
Office
here's
Space.
my thing.
Yeah,
just
like
want,
Office
like-
Space.
I say so many people show up and already have it, and I'm not going to ask them to get another mic because I've done that, and it just leads to like awkwardness. So I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'll make a video and show you how to do it because like my show, I worked with it for a while because it was what was available. So I'm on the point of being like, okay, I'm not recommending this mic, but if you're going to use it, this is how you do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's make the
When
most of
I-
a not so great situation.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No, what you
Well,
do
what's
is you tell
funny
them. Sorry,
when
go
you
ahead.
when you talk to clients about like the Blue Yeti, it's like, okay, you can use it, but I need you to go into your closet, keep all the clothes in there. You have to close the door, turn off the heat. If you have crickets, kill them. If you have cats, they need to leave. If you have kids, just adopt them out. Like,
I'm going to so use that statement, Emily. Your
If
face
you
is bright
breathe,
red.
don't.
yeah.
Not the one I do.
Or spend like $65 and get a mic that you could set up in a regular office with, rugs, couches, soft furniture, but you don't have to hide in a closet and kill your family. Unless it's a true crime podcast.
Well,
That
yeah.
could work.
And then then it's on brand, right?
Here's my instructions to set up the Blue Yeti. Take the Blue Yeti, take it out of the box, and now put it back in the box, and go out to your garbage can in your garage. Insert the Yeti into the garage.
Okay, your job now for all of you guys is to send me a short video clip, because it'd be hilarious at the beginning to be like, "Hey, I want to show you about the Yeti," and then insert each one of you being like, "No," and then say, "I hear you," but then like move it into that. I think that'd be actually really funny.
I'm just gonna send you the time. I'm just going to send you the time with my co-host for my other podcast where she was in an entirely different room of the house, and I told her she needed to turn her dryer off because I could hear the freaking zipper from one of her jackets banging against the side, and she was shocked. So,
all right, let's welcome Andrea to the Dark Mode Podcasters Lounge.
Yay! She actually got a light.
You do, and you look super cute. So
You look great.
You're right.
Oh, ask her what
Lit
kind
up-
of mic she has, because
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, RE20, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful
I can't
mic.
oh, there it is. Okay. I was so confused because I was hearing both the conversation through Facebook, because I had Facebook open, and the StreamYard conversation at the same time. And I thought I was losing my mind, and I couldn't figure out how to make it stop.
I did the same, and right before I came on, I'd shut down all my settings because I was like, I'm leaving Zoom. I'm not going to be online anymore. And then I saw you guys, and so like I was still getting audio from the computer, and I was like, oh crap! But none of you noticed that.
See, Andrea, you got the cool the arm, the swivel thing. I forget what they call that.
Yes, the boom arm, the scissor boom arm, and my light source is coming in hot over here. So I usually have my mic on this side of my face, but I was making a shadow. So there you go.
That's awesome.
the things you need to say.
I recently
going-
switched to a second like light, realizing that I wanted like I would have like just a dark on one side of my face like at all times, and I was like, I'll get it figured out. I'm like, wait, I have a light. Like we can solve this fast. I put like baking paper on it, like this stuff.
Yeah.
Like not the wax.
Yeah.
Parchment paper,
Parchment paper.
Yeah, parchment paper was perfect for like diluting the light. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's smarter
Although
than
I
me.
don't
I
call that
paper towel on my
diffusion in
light.
the film industry.
Diffusion. Yeah, I use it in my diffuser. Yeah. I don't have my third point light, but we're getting there.
This
All right,
is exactly why I don't make YouTube videos, is because I studied film and video production in college. And if I can't like master the lighting setup, I just am like, no.
It's like you're not even going to attempt it, right?
Nope. This is why we're all audio all the time.
Well, okay, so here's that's something I've been noticing is everybody, of course, now during this whole like quarantine thing has been doing video, and there's a lot more live streaming. How much do you think that's going to like cross over into podcasting after this craziness is over?
I think it was already happening. I'd say the big thing was when, like, this summer, not Nielsen. That looks Edison. Thank you. When Edison had their talk at Podcast Movement this year, it was sort of saying people are recognizing what podcasts are, but a lot of people are calling podcasts YouTube channels, and that's changed, and that did not happen before. So we're getting a lot of people who are in the video space already who are now saying I'm a podcaster, where they're a vlogger, but because of the fact that there's interviews and they're also sometimes going on RSS, they're identifying themselves that way. So there's a lot of people who originally might have been like, I'm just a YouTuber, are now saying that they're podcasters and also want to have their own RSS. So I don't think it's going away. I think it was already heading in this direction.
Can we say platform agnostic? Is that a thing that people can be?
I think so.
Of course.
Yeah, I think so. I think the more ways you give your listener to engage with your content, the better.
Well,
Look, I work with Go ahead.
I was gonna say, going back to that Rogan thing, the interesting thing with Spotify is, especially, and now that they're doing video and it's exclusive, they are referring to everything, as Pod News pointed out today, as shows, not podcasts. They're shows. So that's kind of where, YouTube vlogger versus is this a podcast?
wow.
There's definitely that language there that a lot of people are going to be really, really, really confused by for a while.
They also have different language with subscribing. It's not subscribe on
Follow.
Spotify. Yeah, it's follow.
Oh, follow. That's an
Mhm.
interesting.
It's
Yeah,
follow on
so-
Twitch as well.
An interesting one today that came up in one of the groups. Someone was like, I got kicked off of Anchor because I had unpod safe music on Spotify and they just whipped me out. And it took me a while to convince them that, like, if you pay for your host, you're not just going to get ripped out of your RSS feed, because your RSS feed is yours and your host has your stuff. So unless you've done something like absolutely god awful, your host will not just delete your feed.
Oh, did they delete the whole feed?
Yeah.
On Anchor?
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Which I was really surprised by. And I am curious to see more examples of that, because I was like, I know, like, I've had a lot of conversations with like Rainley about this, like just because like I had an issue a while back and I was like, what would it mean? Like, what would it take? And I just was curious. And so we kind of discussed, he's like, it would take something like really, really like extreme because you're paying for your space. Like, you'd really have to do something like I mean, like,
Yeah, do you
I don't know what it would be.
somebody at Blueberry? Is that what you're saying? Or on Lindsay?
So now I'm curious. Like, I mean, obviously for Todd, like, it would be if you're already hosting your RSS using the Blueberry plugin, you can't do anything. But I'm kind of definitely curious of people who've had like them taken down from hosts. Like, I mean, the full feed.
Right.
Right,
Yeah. Because
not-
it's different if you're removed from a platform. You still
Yeah.
have the feed still exists. So
Right.
Yeah.
But they were saying that they had to like completely start over the show because Anchor took down everything. And I'm like, whoa, that is like a little much. So
Okay,
Bye,
bye,
Heather.
Heather.
Bye.
bye, Heather. Oh, that's Heather.
Thanks
coming,
for
honey.
hanging out.
Yeah.
It's morning for her.
But
Yeah.
it brings back to that, that Spotify is like, as you're switching like the definition of what the shows are, you're also shifting kind of that mainstream conversation about what it means to own your material. Like, for example, Rogan, well, he has the most subscribers. As soon as he goes to Spotify, they're going to have to go ahead and resubscribe an episode of
Right.
the Sorry, it took me a second. I was being serious, but that's great.
Yeah, and the email he got was, "Oh no, you didn't."
Can I have that on a t-shirt?
I was going to say about the platform thing, though. I work with high school students and we produce a podcast, and they do not care whether they don't, even though they're learning from me, and I tend to be more of a purist of these things. They don't like RSS feed. They don't care about that. Like, what podcast app, they don't care about that. They're like, we have a show. So going back to that idea of calling it a show rather than a podcast, like, yes, our club is called podcasting, but they're like, oh yeah, our show.
Yep.
And they want it on YouTube. A lot of them use Spotify. They were asking me about Pandora before Pandora even was letting shows on. They're like, can you put podcasts on Pandora? I'm like,
Are your high schoolers curious about podcasting and TikTok?
so my high schoolers love TikTok. We haven't
Assumed.
gotten into a conversation about it because I have prevented that conversation from happening.
American Liberty. Nailed it.
Yeah.
By the way, Andrea, your website. This is your site, right?
That's my
Creative-
site.
Yeah, thecreativeimposter.com.
Woo!
That looks so good.
Yeah,
I
look
know.
at this.
Oh my gosh, I just did like a whole
I love
overhaul,
it.
but it's not done yet. So don't click on all
Your
the
group is
pages.
so great too. Like, it looks great. Your whole community's been building out. I feel like it's been so cool seeing you since our conversation at like Podcast Movement about like using Patreon and everything. And I've been wanting to like talk to you about it because I'm just like, I wonder how it's gone.
No,
'Cause
we
it just
can't
seems
talk
like
about
everyone's so-
Patreon.
We can't.
No. Even if it's not that, I've just been so excited to like see like in your group like how people are so stoked to work with you.
I know. I kind of feel like I want to be like Andrea when I grow up. Yeah.
I do too. I want to be like that Andrea on the website.
There's reality and then actually that's fitting.
Just think if you were using a Yeti, how good that would have sounded right there.
We can just play pretend. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
yeah, yeah. Now, but you got to point it the
Oh,
right
I gotta-
way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it the wrong way. This is how I
No,
do
no,
it.
but
right?
you gotta
Nope,
point
you gotta
it
talk
right.
into the end.
And you gotta
Actually,
do
I
it.
kind of
top
feel
address.
bad. One of my friends, like, she was for our radio station, we were featured as like in radio in the New York Times for keeping independent radio going. And like she had it wrong. And I'm like, hey friend, about it. It's in the wrong spot. And we ended up doing a consult, and I ended up like helping her with her like setup, do recording in GarageBand and everything. But I felt so bad because I was like, I hope you don't get a lot of mean comments. Just throwing it up there, like it's not correct.
Is anybody here on TikTok, by the way?
No,
I just
cannot
downloaded
I
advise.
have a
today.
TikTok account because my nephew is TikTok famous. He's got
Ooh.
like he's got no.
Who is it?
He's got like 20 subscribers
Oh.
or followers or whatever. That's what he told me. I'm kind of TikTok famous, Aunt Carrie.
I am on there, but I have never uploaded a video, and I have no intentions of ever uploading a video. But I just go on there to kill time because it's.
You know
I
what I
had
didn't
this-
like about it was it would send me notifications of just like, hey, Cheryl just
Oh, I-
uploaded a new video. And I'm like, who the fuck is Cheryl?
I turned all my notifications off. Like,
yeah,
why?
I was like,
yeah,
this
no.
is terrible. This
Yeah,
awful
no, it is
app.
bad.
No.
It is bad. But you know what? I had to take it off my phone, not because of the notifications, although it ignored me, but because every time I opened up the app, hours would go by.
Yes.
And those videos are seconds. Like they're
Wow.
That's a lot of videos.
yeah, I had to because it was too like, oh, look at that. Oh, look, and it was awful. Like
But it's so good. It's so much better than any other platform right now, I think. As far as like just getting on there and enjoying what you see and not being like pissed off at something you read or like
and that may be why it was just such a like I was like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's
nice
this?
break.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, I should probably like do something productive. But yeah.
I actually made an account on TikTok just to go and see it because of all the hubbub. And then I was like, well, maybe I will post here because, whatever.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, just holding the phone and I'm like, well, what am I going to do? What am I
Don't you
going
have
to
to
say?
dance?
I don't
Isn't that the
know.
thing? Like,
absolutely you are legally required to post a dance video if you're on TikTok.
I actually went into it because I'm like, I want to do a dance video. That's why I re-downloaded it because I downloaded it first after the Super Bowl because like my colleague who I worked at Guitar Center, like he had worked with, he like helped do the music for that. Like he which was just kind of fun. And I'm like, what is this TikTok thing? And so I downloaded it and we played with it for like a week. And then I was like, and we just I don't know, it didn't matter. It's like it was a Guitar Center and I was like, I need to leave this place. And I was like at that point and I never looked at TikTok again until like this morning, and then I re-downloaded it because I'm like, I want to do a dance video. And then I'm like, are there templates for the dance videos? Are there places you can watch them and they show you how to do it? And I realized
You
no,
literally just copy everyone else. There is
yeah.
nothing
And I was like-
original on TikTok. You just
and I was
copy
like,
everyone
that
else's
seems like
videos.
a lot of work. And I'm
that's
like,
what
we'll do that for another
confuses
day.
But when
I
it's
have-
done well, it's funny. Like it's really, really interesting. But mostly, like I have clients who use it for just sheerly for fun and kind of like a playful kind of exercise to help them get them creative and test things out with an audience that nobody cares about.
Yeah, that's how I would recommend using it. I can't see like traditional podcast content or even like headliner videos doing well on there. I mean, maybe there are exceptions, but I just can't see that happening. However, that's the space where you go to like give your audience like all the behind the scenes goofy stuff. Like, so that's where like you build the relationship with them and they feel like they're part of like the community there on TikTok as opposed to like promoting your show. That's
Man, it makes
how
me
I would
think
make it
of
work.
the talk was it who did the Instagram one? Carrie, right? And you were talking about how you have, or was it Britt? I can't remember. Yeah, but it was like where you have your series of them, right? You have like your serious ones, and you have your like connecting ones, and your Instagram.
Carrie.
Or was it Emily?
Carrie
it was
and
Carrie.
Emily, they
I think
both
it
did
was-
a talk,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys. Yeah, but it's like
No, it was
that's where
Emily.
like
It was
it was Emily. But yeah, okay, I couldn't remember which one, but you guys are all awesome, and you guys all
Emily's
have
on
great
TikTok,
Instagrams.
so we can't. We just
But like,
lost
but
her.
TikTok would be the like platform where like if you had the like the 6 posts and 2 of them had the call to message and one of them had the like TikTok would be the like, and you can follow us here, and then like on there you're like, we are here in our studio, and something falls over and you're like, oh no, like it builds that sort of relatability.
right? Yeah.
Note that Jenny also just had choreography, though it wasn't exactly dance moves. It was definitely like choreographed. So
We could gif it somehow. We could gif it.
I just thought of a possible first video on TikTok for me. I could get on there and say, I was held at gunpoint by 5 women and they took over my lounge. Not my lounge. It's our lounge. Excuse me.
It's our lounge now, Chris.
It's your lounge. That's true. Your lounge.
You are outnumbered, buddy.
Yeah, where's that sleep tape?
I know. One of you guys mailed me that washi tape and told me to wrap it around my head like 8 times. That wasn't nice.
My bet's on Emily for that one.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
there's been also a talk about murder in this particular lounge. So
I do have a true crime show. It would give me some content for an episode. So, just saying.
Yeah, your show, Brittany, I listened to the first few episodes and it's great, but I don't know. I don't like thinking about those
murder
kind of things.
and
Yeah,
really dark,
like-
disturbing things. Yeah.
Like I think your show's going to be one that I come back, like, you know how you come back to it and then you leave it and then you come back around. I think it's going to be one of those, but it's very well done. Good job.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it's been super fun. And that's one of those ones. So she actually, my co-host, started a TikTok for that. I think she's posted like one video. But that's one where, because she constantly is like cussing out her cats because they jump on the desk while we're in the middle of recording and like all kinds of crazy stuff's happening. So like that would be the good TikTok content to like be a companion for the podcast. But yeah.
yeah, it'd be a fun place for outtakes. Like
Yeah. Well, and for me,
But
so
then-
like that show's true crime. So what I plan on doing once all this COVID stuff stops happening, I am going to record, like when I go out with my paranormal team and we do like investigations, I'll record that kind of stuff for TikTok, but then have everything funnel back to the podcast.
I have a
Yeah.
prediction. Brittany is going to be more famous than any of them.
With the young kids on TikTok specifically.
Yes, because I
The ones that are
can
like
see how
half
that's
my
really
age.
fun, right?
Even without wearing a gold jumpsuit, she's going to be more famous than all of us.
Yeah, but she
You-
could wear a gold jumpsuit.
You missed
am
it, Andrea. We
not
played some
wearing a gold
nasty, heavy music with a female singer.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it was wild.
So we're circling the field here, about to come in for a landing. Can you guys, do you believe we have been live for almost 2 hours?
No, time just flew by.
Yeah.
I was happy to
when
join
you're-
in the second hour.
Yeah, thanks.
It's fun when you're taking
Andrea,
hops,
happy
too.
to hear you too.
I have to tell you that I popped in here for a minute in the beginning just to check in and see what was going on. And then I went and recorded a podcast episode intro and outro, edited said intro and outro, and popped it into my episode, and then clicked back over and was like, oh, they're still here.
Great.
Thanks, Ro.
That's
Ro
rad.
is a PES graduate.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
And how, Chris, do you become a PES graduate?
Oh, we don't know. We don't do it that way.
Harry, are you getting
Thank
paid?
you.
I'm just really good at shameless plugging. I
Just
think.
go to www. Thank you. Drive through.
Oh, please.
We
come
will
in.
have to do a dark lounge.
That
I
would be
think we should
fun.
do a dark theme, like for real.
Yeah.
And
Black lights?
Especially when fall hits and it's
Or
actually dark.
candles.
For
We could do
you,
black.
it's dark for everyone else in the country.
see, PES
No,
alum.
Hawaii is also very, very light right now. Excuse me, as well as California and Washington.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you get like blackout things to.
Hey, do any of you ladies want to end the stream in the classic way that we end it? And what you do is you have to like we'll just keep talking normal, and then you should when I give you the little sign, maybe I'll give you this one because I'm not sure what it means.
That's probably
When I give you
something-
the sign-
if you join the mob or something.
You can say, "Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got a story to tell you guys. All right, I
Okay.
got to tell you the story. Okay, here we go." And then that's when I end the stream. And then so the stream ends, and all the people who are watching are like, "What happened? I don't know."
Wait, we all
Does
say
it,
that
does
at
it
the
work
same
if you
time?
explain it though?
Does it
That's
work
what's
if
going
like
to happen?
5 of us say
It'll
it?
work. It'll work.
Time?
Still
We're gonna do
works.
this thing to trick everyone. But first, I'm gonna
You're
explain
not
it to
going to
you.
know.
We're gonna explain it to everybody. We're gonna trick and see if
It'll
they get
still-
it.
It'll still work. It's like, I was going to say something, but then wouldn't have sounded. It would have sounded like I'm making fun of the people here viewing, and I don't. Of course, don't want to do that.
Oh my God, they're saints. They have hung in there with us for so long.
Yeah, Mark Johansson, Ben Downs. Seriously, thank all you guys for being here. Everyone in the chat. This has been great fun. We do this every Wednesday for now. Probably we'll keep doing it, but who knows when life returns to normal? Who knows? I mean, we'll do it at least once a month. That's what we normally did. So, are you? Oh.
Now he's just non-committal. That's it.
You guys want to do like 30 seconds of awkward silence together?
I don't know that I can handle that. Have you met me?
Let's try it. Let's try it. Go ahead.
No.
And
all right, real quick, let's go around the horn. Tell us who tell everybody where to go to find out more about you. Carrie, we'll start with you.
You can go to yayapodcasting.com. And if you want to join Just Busters and you're a female who edits podcasts for yourself or professionals, you can go to Facebook and search Just Busters. Boom.
Cool. Emily.
I am at E Podcast Productions. So just write Podcast Productions and put an E before it and go to .com. You know what we never did? We never explained what Just Busters meant. So can we do that quickly after we go around the horn?
We can, but I just want to tell people that Emily really fucking rocks hard. Okay. Okay. Brittany, go ahead.
So I am podcasting for coaches.com and same handle on Instagram and eventually maybe TikTok. So we'll see.
There we go. We want to see these TikToks. Jenny.
I am Gritty Birds Podcasting. So that's GRITTY birds.com. You can find me at Gritty Birds and at Gritty Birds Podcasting.
Gritty Birds. There we go.
Andrea.
I am Andrea Klunder. You can find me at thecreativeimposter.com and a brand new The Creative Imposter Instagram. The Creative Imposter with a the.
Sweet. And here's the Just Busters. You're all members.
Yes.
Right? Wait, are you all in the picture?
I think so.
Yeah, we're all in the picture right there, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. All right. So who wants to explain Just Busters?
I'll let Emily because she'll use them as
Emily.
colorful language.
Yeah, keep it clean, please.
Okay.
I'm kidding. But yeah, Emily, if you want
join
to.
the Facebook group.
I don't know why I put
So Just Busters is we at Podcast Movement a few years ago, we were all sitting around and we were talking about editing for our clients and especially our female clients. And we got into a very interesting conversation about editing for empowerment and how a lot of the times we do this for our clients by taking out certain words that remove authority or remove accomplishments, or maybe not remove, but downplay them. And one of those big words is just. So we hear a lot of, not just female clients, we hear males do it too, but a lot of females especially will go, oh, I'm not doing anything important. I'm just a mom. Like, oh my God, you're raising a human. That's really hard. That's not a just thing. Or I'm just a doctor. No, you're saving people's lives. Like, you're not just doing this. So getting into that conversation, we ended up just really getting passionate about how we make our clients sound and the interesting things that editors can do that our clients, they have no idea what we're doing actually. And they're just like, how do you make me sound smarter? Like, how? And it's because we take out those qualifiers. I guess qualifiers is the right word, but it's not like a good qualifier. It's something that downplays. So there are other ones. Just is a big one. I'm trying to think of the other ones.
Sort of.
I guess.
Kind of. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was thinking more like the kind of and the
sorry.
sort of the things that take away authority, essentially. And
Maybe.
yeah, and we came up with Just Busters because that's what we do. We bust those justs.
Nice. There you go. So everyone, go join the. If you're a lady,
Yeah.
Female
You
podcast
identify.
editor.
Yeah, female
Or
identifying. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. Facebook group. Sweet. And now,
Oh, there was this one story that I wanted to tell you guys. and
Yeah?
this
It's
was- yeah.
it's
And
important, right? It's a
it was,
really good
It was
story.
a super important story. It has
Okay.
to do with the Just Busters.
Go